Hi everyone. Today I'll explain you how I create simple landscape art, and the trick here is doing everything in one layer. I wanted to challenge myself for a while, and I'm also encouraging you guys to do so as well. I know that doing everything in one layer could be scary and you rather want to be careful, but sometimes you just need to let it go, let it go. Okay, let's not do anything cringe anymore and let's get into the video. So for the first landscape, our idea is everything is reflecting on water. And to do that, I took mirror ruler and started with the mountain. It's always better to start with the horizon so that the perspective is clear and you can also distinguish between the sky and the water level to paint accordingly. The very top of the mountain is going to reflect the yellow color of sun, so we have to add yellow over there. I am using acrylic mix brush for painting the base colors, and as always, keep the brush size bigger in the beginning. The trick here is not to think too much about the details and keep playing with the colors as much as you like. In this case, the dominating colors are orange, yellow and red because it's a sunset scene. So these three colors are going to be bright and highly saturated. There is a little bit of blue here as well, but that is more on a desaturated and darker side. If you notice, I'm painting the colors in a specific direction that kind of looks like half circle because I'm trying to achieve a look where you can feel the clouds are in motion. I tried blending the colors using the mixer brush of the acrylic mix, but it made everything look muddy and dull, which is absolutely not what I wanted. So I stopped blending the color and just kept painting like I would do on a canvas, like a real life canvas. I painted the tree using the gouache mix brush. If you have watched my last video, you would know how much I'm loving this brush. It's literally going to be one of my most favorite brushes ever. Now, here is one important note that the tree is looking relatively sharper than the softer background, and that is what we want to achieve, because the contrast between them is what makes things more eye-catching. Do not worry about drawing perfect tree branches, just go with the flow. added some small clouds that looks like going to a certain direction to give the picture more depth. And in the final art, I blurred the reflection a little. So this is our final art, and now we're going to move on to our second layer and the second landscape, which has more elements than the first one. So the plan is going from simple to slightly complicated art. In this one, we are drawing the road first, because we need to know where is our vanishing point. So what is this vanishing point? Whenever you are looking at two parallel lines, it seems like they are joining at a certain point, and that point is vanishing point. It ends at the horizon. If the vanishing point is not at the right place, the perspective is going to be messed up. And currently the vanishing point in my drawing is not drawn correctly. So of course I fixed it by lowering the lines. In any drawing, especially in case of landscape or environment paintings, perspective, vanishing point and horizon, these three things are very important. So you have to keep in mind where exactly you are looking at. Otherwise, it's not going to look okay at all. This time also I'm using bigger block of colors before giving details to it, and you should also follow the same rule. Do not start with detailing right away, especially if you're aiming for a loose painting or a single layer painting. Another very important tip here is do not zoom the canvas too much. We need to look at the bigger picture here. The more you zoom, the more your mind will focus on detailing. And that is exactly what we are trying to avoid, because landscape look much more aesthetic when they are loose and looks like they are going with the flow. Of course, we need to add some sharper objects to give it that much needed contrast, but most of it should look like easygoing. This time the clouds are more stagnant and fluffy, and also they are a heavy bunch of clouds floating lazily. And it's almost evening time, so the above portion of the sky is really dark blue that shows the night is going to fall soon, and the lower part has more brighter colors that is reflecting the sun. To make the clouds look fluffier, I used cloud cotton brush, and the overall painting was done using the Gouache mix brush again. I just love that brush. So I changed the texture of my Gouache mix brush to canvas. So if you're interested to know how to change texture of your brush, you can always take a look at my tutorial. The darker the color, the heavier the clouds. Now I'm going to give details to the trees, and once again, you don't have to be super efficient while doing it. But please make sure that it looks like a tree. And yes, the colors are important here. The top portion of the tree is going to be less saturated but darker green, and the lower part of the trees are going to be relatively lighter and also tending towards the brown side because of the reflection. Now, we're going to finish up by giving the road some important details. The road near the vanishing point would reflect the yellow and orangish color of the sunset, and the part closer to our eyes will be naturally darker. So, I hope I could explain how to paint simple landscapes like this, and if you are also willing to challenge yourself to paint on single layer, please do so and tag me on Instagram. I'm planning to do a portrait on a single layer as well. I'm not that confident yet, but I'm definitely going to do it someday. So that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it, and I'll see you next week.